If you want a consistent prayer life, the first thing that has to change is how you see prayer. Most people see prayer as a task, something you do when you're desperate, overwhelmed, or in need. And because of that, prayer becomes inconsistent. You only pray when something is wrong. But Jesus addressed this directly when he warned against praying with empty phrases, saying the Father already knows what we need before we ask. God isn't impressed by performance. He desires honesty, because prayer is communion with the Lord. Scripture says we are called into a relationship with God, and prayer is how that relationship is lived out. Think about how you talk to a close friend. You don't only call them when you need something. You talk about your fears, your thoughts, your joys, your frustrations, even the things you don't know how to put into words yet. A consistent prayer life begins when you show up as you are, not as who you think you should be. But of course, that's not all. Real communion involves listening as well. Scripture says to be still and know that God is God. Stillness creates space for awareness. Not every prayer will even require you to speak. Sometimes just acknowledgement of God's presence is enough. Prayer has to be woven into your life instead of just being an add-on. The Bible tells us to pray without ceasing. God knows we can't actually talk without stopping. What he really means is you need constant awareness of his presence. Prayer becomes something you return to throughout the day. Honest thoughts, silent surrender, gratitude in the middle of routine moments. Finally, consistency comes from valuing his presence over perfection. You won't always feel spiritual. You won't always have the words. But showing up matters. Scripture says to draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. If you want a consistent prayer life, stop asking, "Am I praying enough?" Start asking, "Am I walking with God honestly?" Prayer stops being forced when it becomes friendship. Hope you enjoyed. Comment what topics you want covered next. Until next time, remember, faith is central.